Hi, my name is Karen Griffis, and I'd like to share a story with you of God's amazing comfort. So this story starts with the announcement that my son is getting married and he wants me to come to his wedding. So as wonderful as that is, I knew what this was going to entail was that my previous husband was going to be there. I didn't know whether he would have someone with him or not, but I'm here in Okinawa, and I know I'm going to have to go back to the States for this wedding. And so I was, even thinking, oh, am I going to be able to handle going back to the States by myself and going through this? And I wanted to be happy. I wanted to be a happy part of my son's wedding. So I held this in my heart. But I went to go visit my sister during the summer, and her daughter was also going to be getting married. And I was going shoe shopping with her. She was so excited. She said, oh, and I got these dresses, and I want to get these shoes that are going to fit the dresses. And she was all excited, and we're in the shoe shop. And in the shoe shop, I'm trying so much to be excited for Rhonda, but what I could think of is, I wish that I was this excited to go to my son's wedding. And I didn't even have any energy to look for dresses, much less shoes. And so I didn't say anything to my sister. I was just excited for her, and she came back and she said, well, let me go get the dress to see if the shoes will fit. And she got this blue dress out, and she put the shoes underneath it. And I was like, wow, those shoes match perfectly with it. And so as I'm looking at it, looking at this, she said, oh, hold on just a second. And she leaves, and she comes back. She says, Karen, would you like this dress? And I looked at it, and I just started bawling, because my son and my daughter-in-law's wedding colors were red, maroon actually, like a burgundy. And that dress that Rhonda had given me was the exact colors of what my son's wedding was. And I told Rhonda, I said, Rhonda, you don't understand. I told her about how I'd felt. And I said, those are the same colors of Justin's wedding. So I knew at that moment forward that God, and first of all, Rhonda's very simple. She doesn't wear a lot of dresses, but she said, this particular time I got 2 dresses. She says, I don't even know why I got 2 dresses. But she said I did, and I always had plans on wearing the blue one and not the red one. And the red one was actually my same size and everything. So God knew that I didn't have the energy to go shopping for clothes at that time. And I knew at that moment that I was going to have this red dress, and I knew God. I was going to come back to Okinawa and then have to go back in November. I knew God was going to be walking with me the whole way. It was almost like having that red dress in my luggage and then wearing it that day for his wedding. I knew God was with me. And so, that was just such a wonderful way that God takes care of us when we're broken or when we can't do something. He's our comfort. He put that on my sister's heart to get 2 dresses when she doesn't even buy many dresses. And it was the same color, and it was beautiful, and it was perfect. That's God's love. That just goes to show that he hears even those small requests that we think are small, but really are quite big. I hope that you enjoyed that. And I'd like to invite you to my church. It's called Sound of Praise. It's an Apostolic Pentecostal church, and so many miracles have happened. I'm telling you mine, but just to feel God's presence is a miracle in itself, and that's one thing that you can feel at Sound of Praise.